everybody, Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of the show alongside my co-host over here.
Hello, comic book fans. I'm Wild Bill, the Unknown Comic, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Cover.
That's right.
And this time it's going to be my turn. We're going to do Nova, issue number 1. Again. Okay. The second time I'm taping this, and if you delete this by accident again, I'm going to puke.
That's all right. I will make sure not to.
Well,
that was the faithful disappearing video file days.
Of this? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I would get a text, or we'd tape like 8 to 10 shows at a time, and then like halfway through that period of the shows being aired, I'd get a text, I'm so pissed at myself, I can't believe I did it. I did what?
Either that or he asks, when's that Nova show going to air? And I'm like, what Nova show? He goes, the one we shot 3 weeks ago. I'm like, it's not on my computer. He goes, oh.
Had to make room again on his desktop.
He
never deletes any Sea of Tranquility videos. It's just the
never
videos that I do. Never him. It's always my Inside the Covers that get deleted. That's okay. 3 years ago we did the Man-Thing, and it just never aired. And I was like, dude, when are you going to play the Man-Thing episode that we did? Did we do a Man-Thing episode? Yes, we did the Man-Thing episode. We went through the first 22 issues, 23 issues, whatever it was. Don't you remember? Yeah, I do remember. Where is it? It's not on my desktop. I must have deleted it. Yes, you must have. So then we had to tape it again. It's happened at least 5 times. So anyway,
I think it came out better the second time anyway.
Yeah, how could you have no basis on that? You don't have a first episode to compare it to because it's been deleted. So anyways, take 2 of Nova number 1 with Richard Rider as our main character, modeled after Spider-Man in terms of the origin, teenage superhero. They were really pushing the similarities between this guy and Spider-Man, but his powers are so different.
Let's read the production team who worked on issue number 1.
So you got Marv Wolfman.
Yep.
And I guess his wife Michelle is the colorist.
Okay.
You got, who is Sal Buscema on this? Or is it John Buscema and Joe Sinnott?
I believe it was John and Joe. Yep. John and Joe. Joe Rosen letterer and Michelle Wolfman colorist.
Yep. So
that's the dream team for this series.
So they play off Richard Rider as like a teenage loser. He's got a kind of a bully in his life.
Sound familiar?
Yes, it was kind of like Flash Thompson. So now, up in outer space, you got this Nova Centaurian guy who's dying, and he's searching for someone on Earth to take his power, and he shoots his power down, and onto Earth he picks Richard Rider, and it hits Richard Rider, and really knocks him for a loop when he gets hit with the power of Nova. And at the same time, this idiot bully Mike is coming around and slaps Richard Rider on the back. So, of course, the bully thinks he's the one that caused Richard Rider to go down. I didn't know it was that strong. It puts the kid in the hospital, so he's kind of like in a coma. And while he's in a coma, he gets like the mental telepathy message from Nova Centauri about what's going on and how he's got to go after this villain that he's been chasing after, who I can't think of his name right now, but I'm going to show you a picture of him. Going out of order.
Sphinx? No, that's later on.
It's not the Sphinx.
Later on. Cool villain, by the way. Whoa.
Zor
the Conqueror.
Zor the Conqueror. That's who Nova Prime is chasing, and when he dies, he's telling Richard Rider this is his mission, this is the guy he's got to go after. So now that you got that little piece,
all the teenage drama happens now in the middle of the book, right?
Well, he's still in the coma, right? That's where I was at in this story. He's in the coma, getting the information about being Nova, and then, wouldn't you know it,
he's up.
Yeah, he wakes up like he gets hit a second time. And he's got like all this knowledge now, but he doesn't know how or why of the Nova story.
Yep.
Now, we go to chapter 2. Right? So you got the bully guy. His name is Mike. Here's the bully.
Mike the bully.
I can't remember his last name. It's not important.
It's totally not important.
So, here's what's weird. It's just like out of nowhere. Shazam, pow. He transforms into Nova.
Can we just say how cool of a costume that is?
It is. It's one of my favorite costumes. I always loved Nova. I just wish he did. And with all these powers, like for the first 4 or 5 issues, he just gets his ass kicked. You know? And then he goes like flying out of the hospital room. He's free as a bird now. He's got these powers, but he doesn't really know what his powers are. Even though this guy's giving him like instructions.
Gee, does this sound familiar?
Mental telepathy.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, Peter Parker as Spider-Man, the first couple issues, he didn't do such a good job either, right?
But this is kind of like a ripoff of the Green Lantern.
That's what I was thinking. It's
origin.
Green Lantern, Spider-Man love child.
Yes.
In case you didn't recognize the voice, that's Kirk, by the way.
Kirk is in the background. Welcome back, Kirk. So we got Richard Rider as Nova going after Zor the Conqueror. And so they have a nice little battle scene here in this book towards the end between Zor.
Get 10 cents off ice.
He's the bear.
It's important, right? I mean, come on.
You know, I've never seen this thing anywhere. I've seen signs for it all over the place, but I've never had one.
Oh, so they still make that nowadays?
I've never seen one to go buy it.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I've always seen the ads, but I've never actually bought one.
Ice cool,
More
delicious,
aloof than anything. More aloof than Bigfoot. But so we got a nice little slugfest here between Zor and Nova, and then Zor like knocks over a building onto Nova.
Yeah,
he's trying to catch it.
Good battle.
See Nova to the rescue to go save the building from falling over. So as it wraps up, Nova's saying to himself that he's got to use his power for good and justice no matter what. So this kind of lays the groundwork for a title that unfortunately only went 25 issues, but for a first issue, it had a good plot.
Started off great. The whole series started off great.
Yeah, major villain Zor, how he got his power, being naive about the power. And then it goes on for the next 4 issues or so where he gets an ass whooping. Everybody he fights, he loses.
Yeah.
So they give him that loser mentality, self-pity, lack of self-esteem running through his life, and the challenge of being Nova. So I thought Nova was they added that spice of that Peter Parker with his teenage problems, with his new superpowers, and trying to maintain his identity. So
which I think they were booking on the fact that most people could identify with that if you're a comic book reader and you're young, and I think that was what hooked us in to him, because I know myself, I thought he was a great character. I related to that. I thought the costume was great,
and also the first time around the Spider-Man story, it worked. So they were banking on that formula working for Nova.
Yeah.
But,
I think personally, I think they were having all these like cosmic storylines later on in the comic. This, you mentioned the Sphinx before, Kirk, and there was the whole storyline that crossed over into was it Fantastic Four?
Yes,
right, for a while, but then they just stopped doing it. But I think most people that you talk to about the Nova comic, they talk about how poor the art got. Like
when
about
Carmine Infantino
took over the inks on it, right? Was he doing the inks or was he doing the art? He was doing the art.
And he wasn't a fan of the character, didn't like it, so he just trashed it.
Yeah.
Which he sabotaged it.
Which is a shame. But I think even after they stopped with the Nova solo book, and you kind of thought he was going to kind of show up all over the place, and he really didn't.
No.
He came back to like the 90s. The 90s, you started seeing him as a member of the New Warriors and stuff. And he did bounce around, and he was in the Guardians film. They mentioned the Nova Corps and all that, so it did have a history. But the comic I didn't think it got its support it should have.
There are rumors that they're going to reintroduce him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I've read that quite a bit of late, so we'll see. I mean, they got all sorts of stuff planned, but a great character, I think.
Who are you talking to? It's a joke. It's Kirk. It's a joke. Just kidding. Thanks for your input there, Kirk. I appreciate it. No, but Kirk the Guru always backing us up. But you like Nova.
I like Nova. I like the 70s stuff because you had like Star Wars, so you had a lot of cosmic.
How many issues of Nova do you have?
I had a complete run at one point. I thinned it out. I think I have the first 2 issues.
Oh, you say you sold them off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have too much.
I have the whole run.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Most of them I got from Robert Bell too to finish them.
Oh, back in the day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's Nova 1 inside the cover on Wild Bill. As always, saying thanks for being here. Please click the like button if you like this video, or share with your friends that don't know about comic book geezers. Thank you for your support. As always, And click the notification bell so you can be kept in the loop every time we have a video. But yeah, when you click the like button, it helps us out a lot. So we appreciate that. And as always, we'll see you here on Comic Book Users. I'm Wild Bill, and for Pete, we're saying thanks for being here. And Kirk, we'll see you next time. And hopefully this doesn't get deleted.
No, it won't get deleted. I'm Pete. Thanks everybody. We'll see you real soon.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.